Anyway, um, time for another daily draft. I'm just pausing a little bit, making some noise in the event that there is a little bit of a delay, but whatever. Anyway, noise aside, here we go into another Zoibe Devil Daily Premier Midnight Hunt Draft. Let's go. The Giants lost last night. That's a shame. If some of you are Dodger fans, then good for you. But I have Zoibe the cat next to me, purring and offering his support. I may need to restart Arena if it's gonna be okay. Never mind. People are joining because if you're stuck in and like no one's joining the queue, then sometimes you got to rejoin. Close and rejoin because it just Arena itself gets stupid. I had to update Arena as a lot of y'all probably had to because of the erratas. Unnatural Moonrise, Curse of Leeches. These are all good cards. Like it just kind of depends on what deck you're in. The Celestus Sanctifier isn't that good, but like that's all right if you're in Red Green Werewolves, which we're not necessarily. That's a real good common. And then these three are all very good. I'm gonna take the Curse because it's the rare. I have no reason not to take the rare. So the rare it is. Oh, there's Tovlar. Zoop. Well, did we force Red Green Werewolves? I'm gonna take this Moonrager Slash. Siege Zombie's good, but we got past the Werewolf Lord. Well, it's not a Lord. The Kessig Naturalist is the Lord, and that's if it flips. It's not letting me. What if I move the board? Aha! There we go. that's that's funny. I'm like, why is it doing that? I'm forcing red green, which is by far the weakest color pairing. But I mean, hey, we have a Tovlar. Which, by the lore, like he and Arlen fought for dominance, and that's where the card Duel from Dominance. It's a story spotlight, kind of comes from. Um, so Pax Betrayal here, like Arlen's, I guess, getting kicked out, or that's in reference to how she betrays Tovlar. Not quite sure. Hmm. 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 I'm gonna take the one drop wolf. I'm just gonna do that. Oh, nope. Crap. Well, hold on. I'm gonna restart Arena. So it's gonna have to auto pick. I think a couple, 2, 3 picks. We're still live. Don't worry. And welcome to the channel, being Cortana and Shinulala. I'm just having issues with the overlay, and sometimes the overlay, like, it kind of locks you out. So that's what I'm trying to fix here in hopes that it actually lets me draft. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. We'll see. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I can now click cards. So that's something. All right. Natural Moonrise. It wheeled. Whatever. We have the Immolation. We have the Howl. Not a lot of werewolves have come our way. I mean, I'm forcing it. Like, and you can see red-green is, well, I can see it. I don't know if you can see it from the untap.gg side of things. But you can see, like, all the different color pairings under green is, like, under 5%. So people aren't playing that color pairing. Like, period. So I once again reiterate the fact that it's by far the weakest pairing in Innistrad Midnight Hunt. The werewolf set, werewolves are the weakest. I think blue-red is pretty weak too, but you can win with blue-red. It's just, you gotta be Luis Scott Vargas and kind of know what you're doing. And like me drafting blue-red is probably like, you know, being reckless, whereas he can think about it. Slash, baby. Yeah, I'm taking the Moonrager Slash, and then perhaps the Coven Cavalry, or whatever it's called. But yeah, it's the 5/5 with Trample if you have Coven. Probably. Oh, there's one. This pack doesn't do anything for us. I'm going to take the Eaten Alive, which is just for the sake of taking a card. Again, I don't want to burn an early pick on that 5/5. I think one of them are, you know, one will show up here in the next so many packs. We could have two, though. Well, we could, but I've cut a lot of the wolf werewolves that I see when the arena lets me do it. Let's be honest, because it did force us into this immolation, and when I was going to pick a 1/1 wolf. Interesting. 3 slashes or the dragon. I'm going to take the dragon. It's 5/5 flyer. Sorry, 5 mana 4/3 flyer. That can burn zombies. You know, it's a Dracarys. It's Daenerys Dragon. Wake the Slaughter was the one that it auto-picked for us. Which is a useless card. It does not do anything. That is an against the odds card if I've ever seen one. You know, you choose 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. An opponent chooses one, return that card to your hand. Return the other to the battlefield. I mean, I guess they get to choose. The Naturalist is better for us than to play with fire. Because I'm forcing werewolves. So I'd rather the Werewolf Lord than play with fire. Play with fire is a good card, but, like, we're forcing red-green werewolves. I don't need straight-up removal. I mean, it would be nice. Contortionist is great, but I'm going to take the Moonrager Slash. I mean, we can just play a burn deck. Get it tonight, and then if you have enough red spells, bang, 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 bang. That's 9 damage right there. And if we somehow get another bolt, well, that's 12. So all we need is, well, this is card draw, but so is that. But it's very limited in its scope. That's card draw too. Excuse me. You catch me at these mornings when I'm just exhausted from long nights. But I just yawn my way away. Which is not good for the stream, I know. It's not the best thing. You don't want to listen, you don't tune in to listen to me yawn. I get more play out of the Timberland guide, though. Um, but I wants it. And it's my birthday. Oh, yep, they all wield Candlelit Cavalry. Untap.gg doesn't like Candlelit Cavalry. Path of the Festival is a 3-drop. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to Might of the Old Ways either. If I have Coven, then sure. I'm going to take the Pyre, and then we just hope we wheel some of these werewolves. This is a very strong blue backpack right here. You have the Diagraph Horde, you got that by. Like, the blue-black player is going to be happy. And if there is I doubt there's a black-red player. But if there is, then they're going to be happy. Hello, hello. I mean, we take it. We take it. Probably take it. Because the Elementalist can get us the Light Up the Night and the Moonrager slashes back. Or the Unnatural Moonrises, so long as we don't flash them back. But I would like a couple more werewolves if they fall into our lap. Because A, we're only on 12 creatures right now, and B, we only have 1, 2, 3 werewolves. 2 wolves, which I believe the wording on Tovlar is wolf or werewolf. Yeah. So we have 5 wolves, 3 werewolves specifically. Hopefully there's a Tavern Ruffian. Oh, there's another Naturalist. Naturalist is not legendary, so we can keep using those. There's a Bounding Wolf. I'm just going to put it in the board for now, but I'll probably move it back over. I'm not a fan of Immolation. I mean, yeah, it can remove something, but I'm just not a fan of it. Another Brimstone Vandal. Which, I mean, to hype up our creature count, that may be the direction we go. I mean, if you get enough wolves and werewolves on the battlefield for Tovlar, then you're constantly flipping between night and day, potentially. So there's that. But I guess this Bounding Wolf is going to come out more than likely. Oh, there we go. Ta-da! It wheeled, everybody. It wheeled. Storm Skrillex. Brimstone, another Brimstone. Another Brimstone. We got a place of Brimstones. Shady Traveler is a werewolf. But I'm not going to splash black just to play an additional werewolf. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not. No duel for dominance. It actually does want me to run Jund. It favors Jund. I'm not going to run Jund. I'm sorry. Old Darren Stinger. I kind of like the 1-drops in this format. But sure. Might of the Old Ways. Bounding Wolf. And then it wants me to go with the Famished Foragers. Which, yeah, I guess. It's more using that over 2 Candlelets, and it's like, alright, I think I can justify that. I mean, you don't really want to be... I mean, it's also 3-3. 3 4s and 3 5s. So it's even in that regard. It's like, eh. But we have a lot of burn. I mean, we can win just through burn. If the cards are right. What, with 2 Ardent Elementalists and 9 slashes and this Fireball here. 9 damage worth of slashes and the Fireball. This could also be a ping if we needed to really get in for 1 damage, but I don't think we need to run this card. So, yeah, we're going to run it like Untapped.gg wants to run it. For once, we'll actually listen to them. I try not to. I really try not to. Because I don't agree with their recommendations all the time. I just don't. They're not the best. This is I mean, it's a weak hand, but it'll get us there. Of course, they have a tapper. Boo. Boo. As stated in the description, I have the cat next to me. And so, Zoiby, for those of you that don't know, Zoiby the cat is the namesake of the channel. So he's my cat. And he's quite the devil. So he is Zoiby Devil. And I'm going to use my mana anyway. Okay. Whatever. I think they kind of knew that, but they could have. You could have done something. At any rate, if this deck doesn't perform like we expect it to, it's clearly because we have a cat and not a dog. Oh, 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 oh. That's a joke. I'm not going to swing into the Bereaved Survivor. Okay. Let's see how they decide to do blocks. I'm just going to kill off a creature and then use the pump spell. Probably. If they don't block, I mean, then I guess I just kill off a creature for the sake of killing off a creature. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. They took damage. So that nets us 3 mana. And then to be efficient with that 3 mana, I'm going to do that. Three Unruly Mob is one thing. Okay. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, yes, cat. Oh, okay. I didn't do the math right. That's fine. The cat, Zoe also stepped on my keyboard. But I was like, yeah, you know, whatever. Sure. Just get rid of that. So I'm gonna all-out attack. Take you to 2. We got Moonrager Slashes in our deck, and we got the Fireball. So we're not freaking out. It's nighttime, right? Yeah, it's nighttime. Yeah, cool. We win. Bloop. 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 Got the burn. I could have played the dragon, and then you have a flyer, and we had ways of. I think the advantage bar was very much in our favor there. I think it's blue-white, by the way, is what my goal is. Yeah, it's blue-white. Sorry. Just wanted to check that. I mean, if you can get a Tovlar early and you're not in blue or green-red, I figured it was okay to force green-red for those reasons. I can play the Burden Mire, but we need a red mana to play most of our hand. So I'm not going to do that. There we go. I'll do that. Sure. Don't really need the Elementalist right now. Sorry, not the Naturalist. Elementalist. There's no spells in our hands, so it's like, alright, nothing to freak out about. If there's nothing there. Oh! Daytime. They consider a beast in the yard. I suppose I'll do it. But they block. Yeah. On the one hand, it's like, well, do you want to flip tonight or do you want to just smash? It's like, fine. I'll smash. I mean, the 3 red mana is good if they let it through, assuming, like, oh, he might have a combat trick. But, I mean, if I had a 1-3, I'd probably make that block. I don't think I'd kill the Naturalist personally, but I guess he was afraid that I would ramp into a 5 or 6, which 5 and 6 werewolves exist. So, okay. I feel like he kept to 1 lander. And we're just waiting for the... Like, they've thankfully drawn the right cards, but at the same time... I'm okay with that block, like, if we're honest. Because we're clearing a path. I mean, plus isn't Gruul's... We're playing Gruul, and isn't Gruul's, like, little logo from Ravnica, Smash, Mash, Mash, as in Gruul only knows Smash. Yep. I keep my 5/5. What do you got? Four is good. See, now we're sitting on stuff. Oh, they got their 7th mana. Something to turn on Coven, the Fireball, Pump Spell. You know, perhaps I was fine with the block, but maybe I should have drawn and discarded a card just to get a little deeper. Who's to say? I mean, attacking isn't going to do us any good because all the blocks are in their favor. They can do things like put one of the 4/4s in front of the 3/2. I don't care enough about a Burdenmire to put it on top of our library. We have better cards. And we have a Fireball in our deck. Okay. Goes to exile, which is why I'm fine with that. I turn off any card draw. Like, yes, it gets us further from Coven, but again, I'll take 12 damage, or I'll take, 8 and block here. Because I think that, I mean, okay, there's another Phantom Carriage. So, they have the late game deck, and we don't. I smashed it too hard. A phrase you don't hear every day. So I just have the Moonrager Slash. Which flipping today doesn't do us any good with that card, so I'm not gonna flip it. One beast is down. And then I just die in the sky, yeah. It's one of those things where our opponent had the late game deck, all that jazz, and yeah, maybe I was a little too aggressive. And you could also say that if I didn't bottom the Ardent Elementalist, then I could have cast that same Moonrager slash twice. Twice more, and that's 3 more damage. For whatever that 3 more damage is worth to you, I guess would have removed the original Phantom Carriage, and that's about it. But anyway, to get to the bigger picture, certainly the fact that we got paired to get up against Diamond, so one whole level above us, I know that doesn't mean anything to maybe the average person, but I never like when that happens in Arena, and I think that that's a flaw with Arena, personally. Like, I don't like when that happens. I just don't. This is kind of a waste, but I just want to... You're not going to... You know, if they have something that benefits from damage, it's like, we're not going to let that resolve. Has the same ability. Yeah, but now it's a 2/2. You see... I mean, the one card is... The Cathartic Pyre is cheaper to cast. But I think I'm okay with that. Land? Hey, land. Well, they don't get any value off of that. They just get a hit. Okay. Some value off of that, but to what end? Strangler can't block. I'm willing to keep doing that because it's like, you're not... I'm the one drawing cards, so I'm the one getting card advantage for each one of those attacks. Okay. Yeah, those are bad blocks. And I have the Kessig Wolf run on Tovlar, because Tovlar has that secondary ability. His Night Sight has that secondary ability. Come on, Doe! Dobbies! Dobby the cat! Something has him curious. He's being a cat. Well, this isn't great. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Like, if there's a forest on the top of this deck, on the top of the deck, then it's okay. But it's not great. And we once again have the diamond pairing. So I'm just gonna mulligan it. Yeah, that's fine. Keep. Bottom of the Unnatural Moonrise. And let's go. Like, I don't like the diamond pairing. Sure as shit. I can get double red with it. Cool. You got it, boss. Okie dokie. Use the red. And use the red. I'll give you the option to block. The floating mana is awkward. The way that it's like... Can't quite decide what it wants to do. We do kind of need 5 mana anyway. The beggar is not fun. I can get a slash back. That's about it. And had it tapped differently, I could still have a slash. That I could cast. Sorry, phrasing there. Because it could have tapped where I have 1 red open. Yeah. Yeah. Witch is gone. I don't really want to turn that on. Because it's a 4/4. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. If I activate the Death Touch, I'm giving them a 4/4. So I don't want to do that. Oh, lovely. They just get some life. We're not giving them a creature. We're not giving them a card. No, nothing. Alright. I can at least give it Death Touch. So if you're going to block with the Generous Soul, like, they just trade. And it comes down to top decking. So doesn't do anything, but it just comes down to top decking. So Ritual Guardian. And we have 14 creatures, 7 lands on the field, 1 in the yard, so 8 out of our 17 lands are out there. Now 9. So, I mean, we can argue about the trade that I just made with that Beloved Beggar all day. Certainly giving them the Beloved Beggar. We can argue that one until the cows come home, but we literally just, well, I mean, other than the Might of Ways in the middle, we effectively, yeah, they can just pump and win. But yeah, we effectively just won or lost on, you know, Mana Flood. Nothing we could do about that. I mean, I was pretty confident about my ability to draw a creature, because we still had plenty of hits in there. That was a winnable game. Like, you can put all of that on me. All the onus on me for that one. Because that was winnable. If I just let them keep the Beloved Beggar. Then maybe. Because, I mean, 2 cards down was the Might of the Old Ways. And the Might of the Old Ways then keeps the Beloved Beggar, or our Wolf alive, and takes out the Generous Spirit, or whatever, the Generous X. I don't really know what it's called. Certainly when I'm jacked up on coffee. It's harder to remember cards. I mean, it's fine. I have this on 3, and I have one of these on 4 if we draw a land. If we draw one of our 2 or 1 drops, we can play them. But we really just want land and probably a 2-drop. Or 2-drop and then land. In some order. Alright, there's a 2-drop. And there's the land. So, okay, the curve is behaving. That's the good news. That's a kill on sight because that thing's going to get bigger than our removal. So I gotta... Okay, if you say so. I don't think I need a Famished Forager that badly. Okay. The zombies can't block. Okay. I don't care. not like not opposed to you attacking with your 2 zombies. I'm not opposed to losing the Purifying Dragon. Yeah. Okay. I replay it. I'm only gonna attack for 2. Unnatural Moonrise. Well, first and foremost, if I was to do that, it just turns it to night and makes that 3 power. But 3 power ain't gonna do anything because you just shove the Drownyard Amalgam in front of it. I just put it back in my hand. Kill that guy. And unless you, I mean, you make the Drownyard Amalgam unblockable if you want. I mean, that's only 5 damage. There's no burn, as far as I know, in black and blue beyond Curse of Leeches, and that's not really burn, that's drain. Okay, you duress it back out of my hand. Great. Are you gonna Rotten Reunion? Alright, you Rotten Reunion it away. Okay, good, because the Purifying Dragon is going to get in for 4. And then you can only block 2 of my creatures. Well, you can't block. Sorry, you can only block 1 of my creatures because the zombie can't block. So yeah. Aggressive blue-black player loses to okay red-green player. I mean, I wasn't aggressive there. I just was like, alright, you know, you do you. I'm just going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs then. You know. We've been hit with Mind Rot, you know, far too many times this draft for my liking. See if they take it. They do. Blam, blam. +2, -2, so it would be a 4-1. I don't want to give them a 4-1. I get it back. So yeah. Okay. I don't like First Strike. I'm sorry. Uh, it gets me some stuff. I don't think it gets me anything castable, but it gets me some stuff. Well, I guess it does get me something castable, but I just get the bolt and laugh derisively and hope that the bolt can get me there. Okay. Ping draw, and then you die. Overly aggressive, but you know, it's like we talked about when when we were in the middle of the draft. I've never been a giant fan of the blue-red decks in this format, and yet people play blue-red more than they play green-red. But some of that is just your I don't think proselytizing is the word, um, but you do have those LSVs and limited resources, and to a degree, loading ready run even said it once, and that how they talk about how red green is the weakest combination of colors here in Innistrad Midnight Hunt, and it's kind of like, well, maybe, but like it's okay. Yeah, proselytizing is the word, I guess. Yeah. Because, I mean, it refers specifically to religion. But they just bring it back, though. Uh, uh, Alright. We have a hard time dealing with flyers in this deck. But at least they don't get any life, I guess. Because, yeah, proselytizing, attempting to convert someone to, you know, religious belief or whatever, to your belief, it really is. I think the general term is a belief, maybe, but I'm not reading it. I just glanced over that definition. So yeah, they've all gone out and essentially said that, oh, red green's the worst and weakest color pair, and okay, maybe, but if that's the case, well, you know, sometimes it's going to be open, and you're forced to draft it. But does that mean that you're going to just scoop the draft and say, oh, well, I drafted red green and it's the weakest pair? No, you're going to play it out. And we got 4 wins. I punted 1 away. It should be 5. Okay? But my punt aside, they're going to kill our Tovlar. Yep. Arg. Nothing we could do about that. And then black-white, which is what we're playing against, is solid. Like, that's a solid color pairing. We don't really benefit from playing that Ardent Elementalist. There's nothing in the graveyard. It gets us an Immolation back. It actually doesn't, because it's an enchantment. So it gets us nothing back. And, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, Breathe Survivor. Great. Into a land. Right. Well, I'll play it for no value, because I have nothing better to do. Because now we're on a 14-turn clock, unless they want to swing into it. Nope, they want to just draw a card. And I'll let them draw a card. That's... okay. We got Mind Rot again. Yeah, I have a bunch of lands. My hand was nothing but lands, but you're more than welcome to Mind Rot us to get a zombie. No, hit us for 2. I want to remove this Bereaved Survivor, because if I try to trade the Ardent Elementalist for the Siege Zombie, they just get it back. Like, that's the stupidest thing in the world for us to do. My guess is they're going to play with that strategy, though, because they're going to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to swing with this Decayed dude and this Siege Zombie, and then I flip my Bereaved Survivor and I get the Siege Zombie back, tapped and attacking. Yay! Great. You know, good for you. Yep. Yep. Okay. I block. It flips. It dies. I just have a 4-3. Hobbles. Hobbles the zombie. Nope. Now, from their perspective, yeah, I attack with the 3-2. I'd have to trade the 3-2. And or trade with the 2-2, so that's 5 damage, 2 turn clock. You know, not much I can do about that. And this can just keep coming back. I can at least keep stepping in front of it. That's the only positive here. Oh, and a search party captain. Yeah, white-black solid. But this is just kind of the... You know, we've only been drawing lands. So, not much I can do. Oh, nope, we're dead. Because it brings back the zombie and then we die. Oh well. We started with what, 3 lands in our hands, so 5 of our draws were just lands. I would love for them to give us a turn, but they have lethal. So do they see it? They do. So much so that they're attacking with the 0/0. Well, thank you for attacking with the 0/0, my friend. I greatly appreciate that. Not really, but yeah. What we couldn't do anything there, because I mean, if I traded the Ardent Elementalist off a turn earlier, again they just get it back, and we were already buried. The nature in which we were buried, we know we were already under. So we'll do some historic here. I'm gonna just take a quick break, quick break, and we'll do like 1, maybe 2, depending on how fast they go. Games of historic, but I'm just gonna get some laundry going in the machine. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. Alright, that was your break music. Just while I was up and moving for a little bit. But anyway, back to the grind here. So welcome, Atten, for joining us again. You know, much obliged, much appreciated. Always good to see you. I haven't seen Martin in a while, but I know I took a few days, like, I basically took a week off, so I understand. Like, you know, you don't necessarily want to follow a streamer who's not consistent. And I'm not consistent, so I totally understand. Y'all are forgiven. I don't know if we're going to be playing against the blue deck or not, and I think that looting is the better card for us here. Oh, of course, we're playing. Why, as a matter of fact, we're playing against Merfolk. But, ooh, Dragon's Rage Channeler. Darcy into Shock. Into one dead Merfolk. Cool. Nope. You got it, boss. Let's surveil some things. Oh, I'm actually okay with that. The method of my madness is like in looting and then play it for 2. Alright. Because I can play the Stormwing Entity if I don't, well, behold, Lightning Axe. Yep. Normally I will throw those cards away. But nope. We don't want to draw that. That's fine. I mean, we don't necessarily want to draw that either, but it's fine. Sure. Doop. Well, now it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're dead anyway. Okay, maybe keeping the count. I was like, we're not playing against the blue deck. Okay. We are. No. Not good. Alright, anger the gods. Boom, boom. I don't necessarily think we want Rowan, nor do I necessarily think we want the Beacon Bolts. They do damage, but I mean, we got damage here, we got damage here, and we got damage. There's a shock down there. I'm just not scrolling down. Maybe it's only one shock, but there's a shock. Yeah, there's only one shock and two unholy heats. But there's a lot of direct damage to where it's like, eh. I think we're okay on that front. Yeah, we're probably not in a crackling. It's probably not a crackling Drake game because Merfolk is gonna be quick, so it's just a matter of angering at the right time and having the counterspell, which we have 3, which isn't a lot, but it's better than nothing. Ugh. If there was a Faithless Looting and a red mana, then I'd keep it. Well, that's a looting, so I'll keep it. Looting. Okay, shock. Shock and awe. Oh, got the hiccup. Sorry, guys. I only have one shock. Like an iteration. Here. And set up for... Okay, put the anger in my hand. Delver into the library, and then just exile the axe, and I can't do anything with it. Because we want them to overextend here a little bit. Okay, well there's the lightning axe. That would have made it... given us something to use with the lightning axe. Okay, they countered it. Whatever. Sure. They're just holding up counter magic, I bet you. I bet you $1 million. I'm just gonna run out the shock. I mean, I'll take 2. Alright. I know it's a collected company, so yeah, sure. You got it, boss. Cool. 7-9. Well, do you have another lord? Yeah, you do. Alright, Merfolk. I already hit concede, but it didn't let me. We were only able to remove 1 creature. I mean, this is a janky Phoenix build anyway, but let's be honest. Like, yeah, they ran the F over us. Like a truck, just dumpstered. But the couple times I've played against Merfolk and Pioneer, like, it's not the greatest deck in Pioneer. No, I mean, Pioneer's dead anyway. Unless your community, by which I mean your LGS, has actually started playing it again now that we can sort of kind of play Paper Magic again. But anyway, moral of the story is I would always get dumpstered by it in Pioneer too. So, like, it just had that ability. And Pioneer doesn't even have the Regery or the Master Pearl Trident. It only had... I think the one Lord... I'm just going to do that. Because I don't know. This is probably Angels. But it's the mono white life gain deck. So we'll see. I don't mind shipping a Brazen Borrower. for the sake of being like, alright, I kill it. Okay. Discard a card. And then I iteration to try to get a land. Here we go. Go for a land. Okay. Yeah. Hand. Library. Exile. Play. Play. Attack for 2. They're going to gain most of the damage that we deal to them back. But I'm okay with that. So we have land, sorcery, instant. So we just need a creature. So, boop. That's a land, but I'm okay with putting a land in the yard. Once again, I'm okay with putting a land in the yard. Oops! Well, they chose. That was an oops on my part, but I wasn't going to block, so okay. I'll take it. I'll take the non-block. Cleric class. Oh no. I mean, that's a good instant, so I'll just leave it there. Here's a question. Does anyone else have a bad dishwasher? Mine does not. I mean, it washes, but it also doesn't wash, if you know what I mean. So I have to redo my dishes. Welcome to my day, a day in the life of me. I do some streaming, and then I do some cleaning around the house. That's kind of like the moral of the story. Yeah, they got it. Sure. I don't know how you overcome that, but sure. I guess they're going to try to race us. But I think we have the advantage in this race. I mean, I'm holding up a counter spell and I got a creature removal spell. So I feel okay. Sure. What's next? I'm sure that's a creature. Like, cool. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. We got 13. Well, we're not dead. They get a 1. Maybe keeping the creature on top was a mistake. Because they gain 2. They can't go to level 4 or 2, but you know it's 4 mana to go to level 2, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't see that happening. And if this is a salty timeout, then I'm just mad because we won the game and they still have a sideboard round that they can play. Because it's not over. I'm going to crinkle some chips. They guess believe it that the game's over. So, okay. And don't want to. They want to treat it as a best of 1. As I move into the kitchen and echo. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to start wrapping up the stream. Because, like I say, we'll play a couple historic games. And we did. Oh, there they go. Alright. Good. They know that there's a sideboard round. Unless they're going to just give us the win. I think Anger of the Gods come in. And I mean, the disputes can kind of come out. They come in handy in the sense that they're counter spells, but I don't think that we need them. Not that badly, at least. That, yeah, we'll run it. We'll run it. This isn't great, but that's not bad either. Because I can consider, and consider will do some work for us. Up, and there's an Anger the Gods. So that's something. Because we can anger into something. I'm going to pause the mic just for a second so you don't catch any audio. But it's only for about 2 minutes. I'm still going to be playing just on silent. I have to do something. So hold on. Alright. Desktop audio. I suppose I could leave desktop audio on, but I just, want to be safe. Don't want anything that shouldn't be caught on the microphone to be caught. Yeah, whatever. This is what I was talking about. A sideboard game, you can win. And I guess oops. Well, friddle. I need to do a lot of that before combat. That's why it's like, oh, no. What is in our yard? Because it's like, if I could anger into a shock, which I can't, I can anger into an expressive. Oh, no, they're both sorceries. Whoops. I really messed that up then. I was like, oh, it's 4 and it's going to count itself. Nope. That was a mistake. Whoops. Oh well. I don't think we can do 20 damage. Miraculously. Because it's like, I do that, I do that, I do... it's like, nothing's gonna work here. Whoops. Whoops. I can just get a damage spell, and that's about it. A damage spell that won't get that, that Moon Dancer out. Let me pay 3. There's my instant. There's my sorcery. Auto pay. I target. You sack, but I target. Okay, they misplayed. Oh, they did it just right. Hand. Library. Exile. Tapped. Alright, we pulled that one off. We lucked out. We lucked out big time on that one. I mean, they were stuck on lands in game one, and then game two, we just managed to pull that off with the right card. The right card of let's hold back to block and see what they can generate, because I don't think, we can rumble in for 17 here. And sure enough, we didn't. Anyway, that's going to be us today. Hour and 30. I try to keep them pretty consistent. So, not bad. Look at me, hour and 30. But yeah, that's going to be the stream. And thanks for stopping by. Zoibe_devil, capital MTG on Facebook. And that's just Zoibe Devil on Twitch, I do believe. And I believe it's just Zoibe Devil on YouTube as well. So because we now are on YouTube. So any rate, thanks for watching, everybody. I start my new job on Wednesday, so there probably won't be a Monday stream because I have some things that I need to do for that. And there may or may not be a Tuesday stream, just because I may just want to enjoy my day right before I have to go back to work and, deal with that. And so this may be the last one for a while, and I'm sorry that it was somewhat uneventful, in that regard. But, we'll see. We'll see. I honest to goodness don't know what my new schedule is going to be. The implication is that it's going to be 50 to 60 hour weeks, and as a result, 50 to 60 hour work weeks, I'm just not going to have any time. Like, I'm going to be at work at 8, and, whether you're dividing 60 by 7 or whether you're dividing 60 by, and that's on the high end, that's not necessarily the norm, but you know what I mean? It's like, well, then it's like 6 hours every day or 14 hours like the 3-4 days that you are working. I don't know. So, shrug. Um, yeah, that's just my rant of how worried and stressed I kind of sort of am. But yeah, I have some cleaning up around the house, but I appreciate, you guys stopping by and watching us, or perhaps never leaving. I don't know. So, anyway, thanks for being around, and you're welcome to donate to the channel via PayPal. Our account is Tanner4 at sbcglobal.net on PayPal. That is TANNER number 4 at sbcglobal.net on PayPal. That's up to you. You don't have to. But I appreciate the donations, and thanks for watching the channel. And remember to like, follow, share, and subscribe. So thank you, and